Alright guys, welcome to the video, and coming to you from Pennsylvania once again. We are at Knoebels Amusement Resort. We're just been hanging out here at the park. Going to take you guys around, show you some of the things, talk about some of the distancing, safety measures, sanitation, some of the stuff going on here. So we'll be going over that as we go around the park. But I can already tell you that it's much better than Great Adventure, of course. I actually even think it's slightly better than Hershey Park. So as far as the safety measures go, distancing is still kind of an issue when you're in the queues, but that's a given to a lot of people. That's just the way it goes a lot. But let's take you around the park. We'll see what we can see, and I'll give you guys a nice little tour and do the best I can. Alright guys, so first things first, I did want to mention during our visit, Impulse is closed. I don't think it's for the year though. I think they're just having maybe problems with it today or here in the past few weeks or so, because I do think that it will open again sometime this year. Now on the other hand, Flying Turns is closed for the year. They're doing a lot of work on it. I'll definitely video that for you. I'll video all that for you guys when we get back towards that area. But I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that Impulse is also closed today, so didn't get to ride that. This is a new credit for me. I haven't rode this yet, so anyways, just wanted to make sure I mentioned that Impulse is closed during our visit. Alright guys, so as we're walking past guest services here, I will just mention plenty of hand sanitizer stations throughout the park. I believe they are filled up too, which is a good thing. Sometimes they have the sanitizer stations at parks, but they're not filled up. But they're doing a good job here. High traffic areas like restaurants also have plenty of them. And also on top of that, they have them at the exit of every ride. So I just want to make sure I mention that they're doing pretty good as far as the hand sanitizer. And every place where there would be a line, they do have plenty of distancing markers. So just wanted to make sure that I was telling you guys that as we're walking past guest services. But let's keep walking. We'll just continue to show you around. I always did like to show off this building here. It's really cool. You can see it looks like a loaf of bread. It is called the Loaf. So I like that quite a bit. I think that's cool. But anyways, let's keep walking around. Alright guys, so a little bit further down, I will mention that some rides are closed. Like this one here is disassembled. It's usually a balloon ride. Most rides are open. I would say probably 90% of the rides are open, but quite like I said, the Impulse being closed, and then on top of that, Flying Turns is probably the biggest closed ride here. But they do have a few little flat rides here and there that are closed. Like I will mention that the updraft over here is also closed, or excuse me, downdraft. I keep wanting to call it updraft, but downdraft is also closed. So just wanted to make sure I'm telling you that there is a few flat rides closed. But in the background there, you can see that the splash boat is open. So both the log ride and the splash boat are open here, which is cool. But I also wanted to mention too, while I was thinking about it, you guys can see we have the Knoebels roller coaster band. They are doing at first they were just going to do tickets this year, but they've started doing the all-day ride bands again. I think they started that about a week ago. So if you guys are interested in coming here, you can get the all-day ride pass. But let's keep walking around. I just wanted to make sure I'm giving you guys as much information as possible. So as Twister's going over the hill there, I do want to mention that Twister is running great. No, not a problem. I think it's actually an underrated coaster here at the park. Definitely not talked about as much as Phoenix, which it shouldn't be, but it should be talked about a little bit more because it is a great ride, I think. So Twister was running good. Pretty happy with how they're keeping up with it. So you guys can see they're doing all kinds of work here to flying turns. I believe they're going to add a lift hill right here. I believe that's where the lift hill is going to go. At least they said they're adding a lift hill and they're doing a lot of improvements. So yeah, flying turns will not be open the rest of this year, of course. Hopefully next year it'll be right back up and running on schedule. That's the hope. It did take them a long time to build this, so don't want to get too hopeful, but looks like they're already doing a pretty good job of getting started on what the goal is. So pretty darn cool. So I just wanted to make sure I showed you guys that because Flying Turns is closed, so don't expect to ride it if you're coming here to the park. So something new since we've been here last is this Tumbling Timbers. It definitely looks like an SBF Visa Group like spinning flat ride. Got Cosmo there in the middle though, which is really cool. So kind of a little custom thing. I like it. Like I said, we haven't been here since 2018, and if this was here in 2018, I don't remember it. So don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. But I just wanted to make sure I mentioned this in case it is something that is new since our last visit. So a visit to Knoebels would not be complete without a ride on the Phoenix. Sorry, it's a little loud over here. Phoenix is such an awesome roller coaster. They are only running one train on today, so a little bit slower ops, but not too awful bad. Anyways, just want to always talk about the Phoenix. If you're ever coming here to Knoebels, the Phoenix is a must ride. You have to ride it. Even if you don't like roller coasters, get on it, because it is it's a gem here at the park. Of course, Phoenix, the past 2 years, Phoenix has won the best wooden coaster, which I don't agree with, but it deserves to be there, you know. I'm not mad about it or anything. It's one of those things that the Phoenix is actually a really awesome wooden coaster, so I don't blame it. Blame it at all. I am walking over here though. I wanted to see if I could show you guys. They do have like kind of a new queue area over here, so you guys can see in the back over here. See how people are waiting in the back. They're trying to do the distancing, which, like I said, some people aren't following, or a lot of people aren't following. But you can see how the line kind of stretches all the way behind there now. So just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. If you're coming here to Knoebels, they do have quite an extended queue for the Phoenix. But I don't know why I'm walking this way, because I wanted to show you guys the little Wurlitzer. So let's walk over here and listen to it for a little bit. Alright guys, wanted to make sure I mentioned Black Diamond as well here at Knoebels. A Knoebels visit is not complete without riding Black Diamond. It's a modern classic. They saved the track and the trains from Maury's Piers, brought them here, and completely built an awesome little theme around it. And like I said, turned it into a modern classic. And if you're coming here to the park, I think that you need to make sure that you come over here and check it out. It is included in the wristband, so if you get the all-day ride pass, you can ride it. So just come over here. It's right behind the log ride. Make sure that you guys check Black Diamond out if you're coming here to the park. So this is turning into a Knoebels must-do list, but this is one of the best gem dark rides there is ever. This is an absolute gem. This is the pinnacle of like classic dark ride. Just amazing. So I will mention that I was mentioning the wristbands. This ride is not included in the wristband, but if you buy a ticket book, you can just use tickets to pay $2.50. It is $2.50 per rider. Like I said, even if you're buying the wristband, just pay the extra money to ride the Haunted Mansion here at Knoebels. It's worth it, and you're supporting a great attraction. So make sure you come out to the park and ride this. If you do end up coming to Knoebels this year or any year, whenever you get here, make Haunted Mansion a priority and give it a ride. It's awesome. Unless you're just not really into haunted stuff, then don't. But it's fun. It's more fun than it is scary. Unless you're like a really small kid or so, it might scare you then. But as far as just classic amusement park, this just has classic written all over it. So come check out the Haunted Mansion if you're visiting Knoebels. So something I always find interesting here at the park is they do have their floods marked. Some of the bridges have the markers too, but this is just an interesting mark. This is actually really tall, like this is over my mouth. So like up here is actually like above my nose. So like it would be swimming at this point. So just interesting to note. They do like to mark their floods here because they do have a creek and stuff that runs through here, and they do flood quite often. So just something interesting they do here at the park. While not open today, the sky slide is pretty cool. It's kind of overlooked here. We never really, paid too much mind to it, but I noticed it today. Wanted to make sure I talked about it. It's a really cool looking spiral slide type design. You do use mats. Like I said, it is closed today though. Nothing open like this today. But yeah, still pretty cool though. You can see it's a wooden slide design there. Pretty cool, really. So just wanted to make sure I gave it a shout out. Alright guys, so just took you around the park there. Everything's looking cool. Much better day here than at Great Adventure as far as the distancing and safety. 90% of the people here are wearing their masks properly, which is great to see. A few people not, which has come to be expected here at the at an amusement park. Not everybody's going to follow the rules. The only problem that I really see here is I do see a lot of people, like when you're in the queue, people are just piled on top of each other, and it's not good, but I've seen that everywhere, honestly. The only place I haven't seen that is Fiesta, Texas. So it's just one of those things, you know, you can't control every little aspect. So to me, majority of the aspects here at Knoebels are really great, and I think they did a good job. Like I said, 90% of the time, everything was fine, and sometimes that's all you can ask for. Like I said, most people here are wearing their mask properly, which is great. That really helps out as far as when you do have close encounters with people. But everything else here is doing good. Like I said, didn't get to do impulse or flying turns today, but we knew flying turns was closed before we got here. So they do, make sure that you do know that. But anyways, like I said, that is going to do it. Had a great day here at Knoebels. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, you can follow me on my Instagram at Daily Theme Park Photos. You can also follow me on Twitter at Corey Mathery, same as this channel name. You can also follow me on TikTok at Corey Says Yo if you're so inclined, and if it's still around. So, not sure if it's going to be around or not, but we'll see. But you can follow me on there if it is. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are going out to parks this year, wear your mask, do your distancing. Number one thing, do the distancing. Even if you're wearing a mask, keep your distance in line. Follow the distance markers. And if there's no distance markers, try to, space yourselves out 6 feet. It's not too difficult. It's something I think simple that we all can follow and get behind, and allow us to continue to go to parks and do the things we love to do. So, like I said, wear your mask, distance, and try to have a good time, because there's not much else you can do. You just kind of have to go along with the flow and do what you can do. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day.